In this lesson, you will learn how to create a bleach bypass look. And bleach bypass is a cinematic color grading technique that was initially developed for film processing. It involves partially or completely skipping the bleaching step during film development, which results in a unique and distinctive look characterized by increased contrast, desaturated colors, and a gritty or high contrast appearance. This technique was popularized by films like Saving Private Ryan and Minority Report. So we'll be working on this Sony S-Log free clip that we have balanced before. And I have also added a bit of sharpening at the end. This is before and after. So let's go ahead and let's create a new node. And this will be my black and white look, as bleach and bypass look is basically a combination of color and a black and white image. And you will see how it works in a second. So now let's go to the RGB mixer over here and let's turn on the monochrome. And now let's hit Option L to create a layer node. And now we can right click on the layer mixer node over here. Then we can go to the composite mode. And the best modes in DaVinci Resolve to create a bleach bypass look are overlay, and it looks like this. You can see already how much we have increased the contrast and how much we have lowered the saturation. And alternatively, we can use a mode called soft light that gives a more subtle look that I personally prefer. And now we'll be adjusting our clip. So let's create another serial node and let's call it Look Adjustments. But before we move on to it, let's also go back to our black and white node and let's make some adjustment with the RGB mixer, as we did with our black and white look in the previous lesson. So here I will play around with my green, blue and red outputs. You feel free to adjust them to your liking, as there's no right or wrong here. It all depends on what kind of result you want to get. I don't want you to exactly copy me. I want to give you a lot of flexibility here. And now let's move to the look adjustment node. And here I will go to my primaries first. And when we look at the waveform, we can tell that the clip is a bit too dark. So let's push the shadows up first by increasing the lift. And as my clip is in general on the dark side, I will also increase the gamma and then I will decrease my gain. And now I will also increase the contrast a bit to keep my look well defined. And this is before and after. And let's play it. Okay, and another thing we could do here would be to use our HSL curves to manipulate the saturation. So let's go to Luma versus saturation. And here we can saturate or desaturate the clip depending on its luminance. So I will create a point in the middle of the curve. And when we go here to the point on the left, we'll be affecting the saturation in the shadows. So when I push this point down to the maximum, it will desaturate the clip completely in the shadows. And when I push the point on the very right to the max, it will desaturate my clip completely in the highlights. And when I push my middle point down, I will get a black and white image. But let's push it up again, as I want some color in the midtones. And then I will also increase the saturation in the shadows. And this is the final result. Have fun with it.